coming to you live again, and today I had just received my long-awaited Pro Buckers that I've been waiting for. I have them right now, and so without further ado, I promised I would unbox everything when I got it. So I got almost everything. What I'm waiting for is I'm waiting for my Geiger machine heads. I haven't got those in yet. And so here we go. So what I got here, first thing I'm going to unravel first is so this is the Amazon package that I have. I got the Elmer's Blue. That's the Pro Bond. The reason why I went with the Pro Bond is when I did carpentry work, this was the glue we used. So I know exactly how this works. I trust it. There's probably better glues out because I haven't been up to date on this kind of thing, and but nonetheless, back in the 80s, it would have been 82 to 84 that I worked for a carpenter making cabinets and stuff like that. And I was only like 12 years old at the time, but I showed a lot of promise, apparently. So that's it. It's the Pro Bond, Elmer's Pro Bond glue. A lot of carpenters use this. Carpenters swear by it. There might be something better for a guitar neck or for luthiers use, but I know this glue. I trust it, and I know that it's definitely is a bond that seals stronger than what I sound like a commercial, but fuck yeah, hell yeah. So yeah, what else do I got? My little goodie bag here. All right, so I have my die right here. This is that's the power stain. I haven't used this type of stain, but stains are pretty brainless to pick out. I can either mix with alcohol or water. This is the cheapest method that I could find because I don't want jars of stain. And I got everything I need. Got the red here. I wish there was a white, that way I could, kind of, lighten the color up a bit. And I got my orange, blue, black, and I got brown. So I pretty much got every color I need. It would have been nice if there had been white included in this little kit, but I'm not complaining. I got all this stuff on a good deal because I'm not getting any more than what I need. And the advantage with this is I can mix as much or as little dye as I want in order to get the right coloring, whether I want it darker or lighter. So yeah, so I mean that's a good thing here. And in case you want to know the brand of it that I'm using, it's called Kita Dye stain powder, and you can get it on Amazon, and that's where I got mine. Put that in here. I'm still waiting on my machine heads and the bridge as I'm swapping. I'm going with a gold theme, and I got my sandpaper here. So this is, it goes all the way up to 222. So actually, that's actually not the lightest. The lightest, the most finest paper is 3000 CW. So that's definitely it's definitely a very fine sandpaper. So for my purposes, and that's the the lowest count. So actually it's 222. So that's 220. So that's going to be the absolute lightest I'm going to need. So I only paid, I think, $5 for this. So good deal. Didn't spend a lot of money on this stuff. Normally, when I did carpentry, we use steel wool instead of sandpaper for in between coats of varnish. But I guess today that's kind of well, I mean, I was going to go with getting steel wool instead of sandpaper because I know how steel wool works. I've worked with it. I trust it. But I see a lot of luthiers using sandpaper, so that's the go-to choice. So luthiers know more about this stuff than I do, so I'm going to go with what the professionals use. I'm keeping everything in the same. So maybe next week I'll be able to start my build. So I'll put, keep everything, together. So without further ado, what I got here is I got my pickups, my Pro Buckers. I can definitely tell that Customs Canada fucking got into it. Yeah, let's see what kind. Hopefully they didn't wreck them. It's I don't really trust Canada Customs. Let's see. Yeah, so for anybody new watching me, hey, how are you? Powdered? Yeah, they are a powder type thing. But so you've done guitar building. So this Elmer's glue, I know in carpentry this is like the go-to back in the 80s, at least it was. The Pro Bond. What is there anything better, or is this like one of the top-notch glues still? So yeah, I'll show you the powders, and I guess you can mix this stuff with water, or you can use 80%, 70% alcohol, isopropanol. But yeah, these are they are powdered. They're just like a dye, and you just mix water with them. Use water and that. Yeah, so it's not bad. I mean, for the price I paid, I got different colors. Like I said earlier, the only thing I don't like is that I didn't get a white, so I can turn this more into a yellow. But I got a solution for that. I can turn that into a yellow. Yeah, I got an idea in mind what I want to do, and I wasn't going to buy these containers of stain because I don't want a bunch of containers of stain sitting around. Yeah, I heard the type on 2 or 3 is good. I was looking that up, and that was actually one of the ones I was considering because I seen who was it? What's his name? The Guitar Show. I saw him using it, and I thought, well, if he's using it and the work he does is good, but then I'm just like, well, the thing is though, I might be dealing with a glue I've never worked with, but I did though following the advice of the luthiers using sandpaper for the fine finishing instead of steel wool. I'm going with that because yeah, they're even though I'm not familiar with using well, I'm familiar with using sandpaper. I can use an extremely high count sandpaper and I can sand wood so smooth it looks like there was a coat of wax put on it. So yeah, I'm pretty sure I can do a good enough job sanding in between coats. And it's like riding a bike. When you have a skill for something, you have that skill. So yeah, and most of the time that is used for laminating tops and fretboards. Yeah, I have Type Bond 3. Yeah, I heard that was really, 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 really good for guitar. Uh, yeah, but it's this stuff it says it does glue tighter than wood, and I know it does. I mean, I've when I did carpentry, and we glued something, we had to take it apart again. It was just you might as well start the whole project over because this stuff just fucking yeah. It's so at least unless they changed the recipe, I don't know, but according to my sources, same recipe, which is good. Yeah, it's going to be a set neck uh, for the build. So yeah, I definitely have to. I would have preferred a bolt-on neck, but though it's a semi-hollow, most semi-hollows have a set neck as opposed to a bolt-on. So that's kind of a you know okay. Yeah, okay. So you laminate it in place. So good. So I did get the right glue, so that's good. Um, I just got to see if they ruined anything when I got the pickups because Canada Customs, I can tell Canada Customs looked through it because there's this clear tape on top of the box, and I see a split where they kind of cut in to look. They weren't discreet about looking in there. Okay. And I brought the pickups that came with the kit so that I do a comparison. And we got to make sure these are the real Pro Buckers. Oh, fucker. All right. So what I got is these are the pickups. So yeah, they were definitely into it for sure, Canada Customs. But yeah, so these are. Let's see if that can be seen a little bit better. So these pickups, non-solder, and yeah, these are they definitely look to be the real thing. Yeah, they definitely are the real thing. Judging from this, you know, mm, when customs put this stuff back in, they certainly didn't. Yeah, and one thing you can tell, one thing to always look for if you're buying online and you're getting a good deal, the Pro Buckers have the red capacitors, so that's definitely correct. And there's the toggle switch. Okay. Yeah, that's pretty much what I got to do is just, uh, you know, glue the neck in place. Uh, and then, but I'm not sure whether, well, you've done this. So good thing, good thing I did a lot of research and good thing that I hooked up with all you guys. Now, should I glue the neck to the body first before I start sanding and staining, or should I sand and stain first? Okay, so these are the springs for the, they're pretty stiff, which is good. They're not loose. Um, all the bolts are there, so that's good. Now let's take a look at the pickups. Yeah. All right, here we go. Now, this is the good part. I'd be very, very careful with these because these, I'm not going to get a, yeah, fuck, idiots. Canada Customs, yeah, you can tell Canada Customs was in it. Yeah, I don't, but, oh yeah, these are, let's see if I can, I have to, yeah, these are definitely the real Pro Buckers. Definitely. Yeah, these are nice. Epiphone USA, they got the, hmm, I don't see the marking where it says, where it tells you which one's the neck pickup and which one's the bridge pickup. Actually, I got something I can use to check that out. I'll be right back. Yeah, for anybody that's new to watching my channel, I always, because I do a lot of my work from home, I wear my PJs. So let's see if that's marked. I don't see any marking where it says where there's an N or a B on it. Maybe it might be hidden. It's not marked. So how are you supposed to know which one's the neck, which one's the bridge? I guess maybe it doesn't really matter which one's the neck, which one's the bridge, which one you put. Oh, wait, just a minute. Yeah. But yeah, there's, so that's, let me see. Yeah. Do you have the dial caliper? I got, um, yeah, I got a ruler. I got a meter stick. Uh, I also have, I have a tape measure. I've got for measuring, and to drill in the holes to the body for the bridge and that. I do have, uh, I do have painter's tape, so I can just put that on there, so I can that paper tape stuff. Why doesn't it say whether? Why doesn't it? Why isn't the pickups marked? Which ones? It probably doesn't really matter which pickup you put at the neck and which pickup you put at the bridge. Or does that matter? Um, but these should be marked. These aren't marked either. Why aren't they marked telling me which one's the measure the distance from outside the pole to outside the pole of one that measures a smaller distance is the neck pickup. Okay, so the ones. All right. So the neck one will have a smaller distance. Okay. That's 7.5. And This one is centimeters. Okay, so this one's the bigger one. So this one must be the neck. So, and this one is the bridge. Oh, yeah, 50 millimeters. So yeah, that's well, I measured in centimeters, but you got the 7. That's 70 millimeters. Yeah, this one's definitely a bit bigger, so this one must be this one's the bridge. I don't know why they don't clearly mark them. They should mark that stuff on the pickup. And why they didn't, I don't know. It would have been nice if they had of. But well, at least I know that the one that's got this one I can identify because this one has the neck pickup actually has a little sticker on it. So the so that's good. Now the thing is with these things, how am I supposed to tell which ones it's not marked? Which one of these things is for the neck and which one's for the bridge? Oh, wait just a minute. They should be. It should say somewhere on here. Oh, the magnet poles. Oh, these. So you're talking about these little things here. Okay, yeah. Okay, well, yeah, that's definitely so that's 54. And that one, so if that's 54, this one should be 50. Yep, yep, 50 and 54. Yep. Well, this one is 50 exactly. So, and this one is exactly 54. So, I figured that out. So that's good. Thanks for your help, dude. I really appreciate this. Yeah. Now it's time to figure out which dials goes to the back, which one's the bridge, which one's it should be marked on here. Let's see there. Because of the pods, different frequencies. That would be my guess. Let's see. 500K. And I think it also has to do with the feed wires because when you're wiring these up, uh, oh yeah, let me check to see if this is okay. Good, good, good. Yep, they're definitely split coils. Oh yeah, that definitely makes sense because yeah, the string, yeah, yeah, and looking at the strings on a guitar, they are definitely aligned with the poles. So yeah, that definitely makes sense. Now, how do you tell which when it comes to the wiring the pods, which one's the back, which one's the front? Now this one has the and probably they figure when people are building their own guitar, they should know all this stuff. But G C P fine. Yeah, yeah. It's they are the Pro Buckers. Yes. And the schematic. Okay, so I got an idea here. That way I can just, because like when I start doing this, I don't want to have to worry about, I want to mark all the parts exactly the way they should be so I don't have to try to figure it out. So let's see, Pro Buckers. Oh boy. Yeah. Okay, so the next pickup. Oh, okay, so it says 15. Okay, 015, and the other will be, so the 015 will, yeah. Yeah, that's the, yeah, these would be the volumes where they're, because these are the push hole right here. And I should see. Yeah, the volumes, but it says that, well, whatever one's supposed to be the. Okay, so this is the this is the volume 2, so. Okay, so the okay, so here we go. This one has, okay, I don't know if you can see the wiring there, but you look at the wiring like that. So this one, one has the volume dials. So this volume dial directly goes from here to the tone, and then this tone loops to this one. So these two are looped together. Now this one only has a wire going to the tone. So this one so it isn't. It should. I don't know why they don't clearly mark this shit. Like it's kind of odd that they don't. Oh wait, just a minute. That one says. I think that one's a B. I think that one says B. And just a minute. This one, if that one says, that one has, and if this has something on it, if this one doesn't start with a B, then I know. $500K is what that says. And, it's nothing that identifies which ones did that. uh, each plug direct to a volume pod. Yeah. That one goes direct to a volume pod. The volume pod, that one goes direct to a volume pod. Yeah, they both directly connect to a volume pod. From what I'm looking up on my screen, it says that one of these should be zero, the neck should be 50. Well, CT, so yeah, that's all going to be the same thing. So the capacitor should be 0.15 is what that says. So I need to get some more light here. Two. Okay, so 22 3J. Yeah, 22J. So this one says 222. So that must mean that this is the bridge and this is the neck. Okay, so blue is bridge, red is neck. Okay, so this must mean this is the neck for sure. Because that one is red. So that's just thank you. I'm glad you guys know all of this stuff. I really appreciate this. So I should get my tape and mark that so I know. Yeah, all right. Yeah, so I got. Yeah, it's good that you guys all know this stuff. It's otherwise, and that's one of the reasons why I got the Pro Buckers where I don't have to solder because once you solder something wrong, it's like it's fucked. Alright, so let's put this here and go in. There we go. It's marked. So now, I can put all this back. Yeah, I should find something better to. Actually, I do got something better I can wrap that in. Canada Customs really didn't do a good job of rewrapping stuff. Yeah. So I'm going to. What's that? Oh, cool. That's a link there I can click on. Okay, yeah, it would have been nice if they had did that. So yeah, so red, yeah, yeah. So, all good information to have. It's makes things a lot easier. Yeah. I really appreciate that, Ozzy. I really appreciate it. Thanks for your help. I really appreciate that. Like, I know I'm repeating myself, but yeah. So I don't like how they did that. My question is going to be, is that going to be, when I put all this in, is it all going to, yeah, that was a good diagram. Thanks for bringing that up. Yeah. And I should mark that, pick up with an N. It's always good to, it's one thing I learned when I did carpentry is you always mark everything. If you got different parts for things that you're going to put together, always mark your parts. That way, when you go to do your work, you're not trying to figure out where everything goes. Everything's just marked and numbered and yeah. Yeah. You're working on this CT during the week on a Saturday or Sunday. I'm free most. Oh, cool, cool. I really appreciate your help. And if you have Discord or whatever, I could probably bring you up on my chat in Discord. In Discord, I'm Satan H. But yeah, I'll be sure to let you know. Like, yeah, I really appreciate this. Thank you so much. Yeah. Okay. So see, these are the pickups that came with the kit, and they're not a bad pickup. I mean, there's but I wanted the I definitely wanted split coils, and that was like that was something that was. I figure if I'm going to build, if I'm going to build a semi-hollow guitar, I'm going to make sure that it has everything that I want. It's got to be, it's got to be pretty much perfect. But yeah, so some of you can definitely tell the quality of the parts, especially when you're looking at the, if you're looking at the dials. If you're looking at this is the pods that came with the kit. Oh, The pods that came with the kit, like they're really, really light. And they don't really feel like, and they got the really small dime. So I don't think those are 500s. Yeah, it's and the machine heads are really, really bad. The stock machine. I got the Geikers coming in. Actually, do I got it? Right. Yeah, right here. Oh, come on. Yeah, so these are. I'll just. So these are the machine heads that I bought. The Geikers. They're actually pretty decent. So I went with the Geiker because I like the way the tuning keys are. It has that kind of beautiful looking. Yeah, it's got that vintage look to it. Uh, and I'm going to switch out the bridge for something similar to this, except for the one that I'm looking at is instead of a skull, it's got a lion's head, and I like the fact that that's on the rollers, so I'm not going to have to worry about my strings. Well, anyway, I change my strings every 2 weeks, so I don't really get that. I change my strings before they actually break or start to corrode. Well, when you're doing anything professionally, you have to, you know. But yeah, there's but the ones I'm looking at with the Tiger thing, it's going to be it's coming from Japan. But I think that looks cool. If it didn't have the skull, that would be a definite buy. But I don't like. I think the skull's been overdone too many times, and it's tacky. Plus, I'm putting my own design on the body, so uh, I've got I got a lot of good ideas for that, and I've already decided what the body's going to look like. But yeah, it's these are the machine heads that came with the kit. You know, let's just see if okay, let's see. Yeah. How many wires are the pickups that came with it? Well, on the wires, they only have the actual pickup thing. There's only a ground and a hot wire. With the pods, yeah, yeah. Let's see. We just check out the pod. With the pods, there's why did they do that? Why did they twist the wires together like that? I don't know why they did that, but yeah, there's only like three wire actually on thing, so it's for the volume. So yeah, red, black, and yellow. So it's only three wires total. Yeah, there's only 2 wires on the pickups that came with it, so they're definitely not split coils. I mean, they look like a half decent pickup. I mean, judging from the weight and looking at them, they're not a bad pickup at all. It's you know, they're not the best pickup, but you know, they're better than what you would get in, let's say, if you bought one of those $200 guitars for on it's better pickups than what you get in a Lex Pro or a Firefly. Yeah, these are only uh these are humbuckers, so they definitely can't be split coiled. That's another. I know people are like, I know I've had this. A few people ask me the same question: is why did you buy the whole kit? Why didn't you just get the neck and the body? Well, just in case I start the build and for some reason uh, the pickups don't arrive or whatever when I actually want to put it together and you know test it, at least I have something that I can actually test the guitar with, you know. So it's and I wasn't in the beginning. I wasn't intending on getting putting switching out the bridge, but when I seen the bridge that actually have the rollers, I'm like, I got to get that. And plus, I figured, well, I might as well go with the gold theme here. Yeah. I kind of figured that with the you would have to have at least 3 wires on the pickup itself to build a split coil. Yeah, you definitely don't want, and that's an yeah. And I don't think any of the guitar kits that you buy come with the split coils. Yeah, they did come with really cheap strings, and I definitely not the gauge that I would use. Yeah. Oh, there we go. Sorry. Yeah, definitely not the gauge string I would use. I think these are like nines. I like it really heavy gauge, but these are good for touching the guitar. Uh, my writing partner, uh, he he does a lot. He intonates all his own instruments and stuff like that, so he knows more about the intonation part of it than I do. So he's going to intonate the guitar. Well, he intonates all my guitars for me because yeah, because when you're doing professional grade studio recording, you have to have professional grade instruments and everything has to be up to snuff. You can't have any buzzing or any of that shit or any noise because the microphones are so sensitive. I mean, it's just I mean you could fart 9 meters away and the microphones will pick it up. Yeah. Oh wow. Yeah, and I think yeah. Well, that's good that you can get uh, kits that have the split coils. I if this build goes really well, I'm going to do a Telecaster style. And with yeah, Yeah, well, yeah, I was going to show the machine heads that came with it. The machine heads, I mean, they're just, I feel tension or that when I'm turning them a certain amount and it just kind of gets the rough. They're not very good machine heads at all. I definitely wouldn't use them. Like you can actually feel that there's something inside the part that's rubbing. Oh, actually, it's not rubbing now, but and two with the amount of turns, I wanted to get the 20 uh, to 1 ratio ones. That way, I can turn more, and it's a smoother turning, so I can fine tune. I'm very sticky about tuning my guitars, and checked out the reviews on the Geikers before I even bought them. I was considering getting Grovers because I know Grovers are like top of the line. They're the best of the best. Uh, but when I did my research, I seen the Geiker. I could get the ones that have like the tops that I like, and all the reviews are good. The Grovers. Yeah, I put Grover. Actually, I'll show you one of my guitars. Yeah. This guitar, I actually put Grovers on. So yeah, what I had to do because this is like one of the older Epiphones that when they were still being made in Korea, and I actually had to borrow. Let's see if I can. I actually had to borrow out the holes just a little bit because they were. But yeah, it's yeah. So it's yeah. The Grovers are and I'm really pleased with them. It's another thing I got to get is for I gotta order in. Well, I can get that at Long and McQuaid's. Is I need to get a nut. I should be starting my build next week. Uh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, I can definitely swear by the Grovers. Absolute. They really work. The problem is it's you really have to when turning them, you have to do it with a lot of finesse because they can just worm. But I tune most of my guitars. I tune down one full step, so I don't have to worry about overstretching. Well, this guitar, yeah, this guitar is tuned one full step down. The Les Paul is tuned a full step down. Uh, my Telecaster a half step, and the Ibanez, and this guitar right here is tuned a half a step down. The BC Rich Warlock standard tuning. Yeah, I do that standard tuning because that's the only guitar that's actually standard tuning, is because I like to do a lot of slashing with that guitar, and with the 24 and a half frets, yeah, I can get the higher frequencies. So yeah, but yeah, actually, I'm selling the Ibanez actually. Oh yeah, cool. Oh, I'll show you a guitar you're gonna like. If you like Les Pauls, I'll show you a guitar you're gonna love. Yeah. And it's got really, really good machine heads. And that's one of the, I don't know if you can read that very well, but it's handcrafted in Korea by Epiphone, uh, the Epiphone Company, Nashville, Tennessee. So yeah, it's this is actually one of uh, the last lot of guitars coming out of Korea. Yeah, yeah. Last one came. They only made in 2004. They only made 1,000 of these, and they were given out to SOCAN ASCAP. I got this guitar awarded to me for a songwriting award. So yeah. Oh yeah, this guitar is fucking great sounding. It has a nice growl that you can't get from an American gives this, and yeah, it's a great guitar. Yeah, yeah. I'm gonna have to change the bridge because it's starting to corrode in that a bit, and yeah. But luckily with this guitar kit though, the bridge that came with this guitar kit is a damn good bridge. Uh, so uh, that's one of the some of the parts in the kit that had to be, like some of the parts in the kit were really, really good quality. Like the bridge, I was impressed. So I'm going to probably switch out this. I'm either going to put that bridge in or I'm going to order one of the Royal bridges. But yeah, it's my baby. Yeah, 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 and it's as heavy as hell. The heaviest guitar I've ever had. I used to have an old DeArmond M65, a nice guitar, got stolen from me. It was autographed by Jeff Healey, Jimmy Vaughn, Professor Louis, quite a few blues musicians, and it got stolen. Yeah, it's oh, heavy. Yeah, and the guitar we used for dancing in the rain. Actually, this was the main guitar that we used right here. the Ibanez. You know, it's a nice guitar. The only problem I don't like about it is the trapeze. Because when I'm playing, I do a lot of palm mutings and palm, so it's really hard on the trapeze. So otherwise, it's a nice guitar. It plays good. It does everything I want it to do. But it's more of a precision guitar. Yeah, really really nicely made. And the thing I like about it is along the neck, the uh, the frets, they don't catch on my fingers, so I can just slide down without any issues. But yeah, and the only reason why I got this guitar because we needed a semi hollow for dancing in the rain. Uh, so, and this was right in the middle of the first lockdown. So to get a guitar, I had to get something used because no guitar shops were open. So, and it was it's an amazing sounding guitar. Yeah, but I'm kind of wishy washy on whether or not I'm gonna sell it or not, because it definitely has a different sound than what the ES335 style guitar is gonna have. Uh, you know, another thing I don't like about that guitar is instead of having 4 dial pods, it only has 2. Yeah, everybody watching me doing the when I start this build, they're gonna be like shaking their head. Oh, what are you doing? It's like just because you know how to do carpentry doesn't mean you know how to build a guitar. Like it's 2 separate things. I'll be like, well, I can do it. Watch me. So I put everything together. So that's my stream for today. Thank you very much for watching. I will be back. Tomorrow's Wednesday. I'm in the studio Wednesday. I'll definitely be streaming on Friday for Forza Friday. So thank you very much. The Luthier group is very supportive. Yeah, I find that it's really good that, that you guys are giving me tips and stuff like that. And hopefully I can contribute to the Luthier Society too. Maybe I might do a lesson on what not to do it. Don't do it like Mandrake does it. Yeah. Well, nobody's tried out the Geikers yet, so I guess I'm going to be the first person with the Luthier group that is actually going to use the Geikers, and I'm brutally honest. That's one thing. If you watch me play games or review anything or do anything, I'm brutally honest. I don't hold anything back. If it's a great product, I'll praise the product. If it's shit, I'll come out and say it. It's you know, uh, with the body, the neck and body I got a damn good deal on it, and I'm really pleased with the company. So Yeah, so I'm pleased with that. The other parts, like the machine heads, but I kind of guessed that there would be some parts that weren't really up to snuff. The pickups are probably an average pickup at best. But I mean, they would definitely do the job. Everything that came with the kit will do the job. Uh, the two best points of the whole kit, the body and the neck. The neck, they want the extra 20 kilometers. And with the frets, I'll cover all that when I'm building it, but they did a good job with the body and from that point of view. So I'm pleased with it. Uh, as opposed to so yeah, if this die works out good and it does what it's supposed to, I'll say that. If it's shit, I'll be doing a lot of cursing. Yeah. Well, anyway, I gotta get back to work. I got some things I gotta do. I actually have to get dressed and go out to the warehouse because I gotta do inventory today. So, yeah. So, even though I have my own home office and do my retail from my own home office, I still have to go to the warehouse and I still got to do inventory every once in a while. So, uh, yeah. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. Please like, share, subscribe, tell all your friends. This is Mr. Blackstone saying hail Satan and hail Amun Ra. And I shall see you all uh, next time. And hopefully next week I'll be starting to build. And until then, signing out.